Hi guys, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Jojo Palacio, and on this channel we talk about all things beauty, whether it is the makeup application, the techniques, new products, hauls, skincare, all of that stuff we talk about on this channel. Today we are here to do this fresh, summer-proof, transfer-resistant, oil-free, last all summer night long moment. I wanted to do some color this summer and I wanted pink, so I figured why not we use some bomb new products during this tutorial, as well as some good old ones. I wanted to just get into the tutorial right away. So before we do that though, I do want to say thank you so much to all of you guys who participated in my most recent giveaway. It means the world to me that you guys are so willing to just, you know, share the content, comment below, participate, just because I appreciate you guys so much. If you did not get a chance to enter that giveaway, don't feel bad. There's gonna be plenty of giveaways throughout the year where I wanna love on you guys for loving on me. So thank you again. And I feel like that's pretty much it for the spiel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday, every single Sunday, and we do have some pretty decent content coming up. More summer looks, more hauls, more gratis. So if you're new and you've been thinking about it, subscribe to your girl's channel, hit the notification, that way you're aware of when I upload, which is Wednesdays and Sundays. So anyways, let's get into this look because I'm obsessed. And plus, if you guys have not noticed, we're wearing a different color other than nude, plus a lip plumper, which let me tell you what, my lips just look full. Like I know they're full already, but this just looks luscious. So anyways, let's get into this tutorial. Okay, so quick into it, up close and personal. I gotta put some chapstick on. I always play myself, so I'm gonna put an Ilia lip mask on, cause listen, I go back to editing these videos and I see my chapped, crusty lips, and I am not that girl, no ma'am. So Ilia mask on. This, I think it's like coconut pieces. No, I got it all over me. I look messy. Be all right though. Okay, so let's start with these eyes. We are already prepped and set, and we are actually using a new primer. This is the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer. Like you know, I got it in a pretty nude neutralizing tone, and then I set it. I use the One Size translucent powder. I will say you have to shake this. I got this at Ulta, so I did a drugstore haul, which should be up soon, and a ton of water came out of this. Water is one of the main ingredients, which I'm not mad at, but you do need to shake if it's been sitting in the container. Just a thought. But so far on the other eye, I mean, it performed well, it went on well, so first impressions, I'm liking it so far, but it did scare me when that water came out. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay, so for today's look, we are using this Spanglish Pressed Pigment Palette by Alamar Cosmetics. This is one of my last year, I believe, BoxyCharm palettes that came in, and it is the perfect palette for the summertime. So this was my thought process for this look. I was like, okay, I need me a summertime look. I need to get fresh, I need to get colorful, and this was pretty cute. This palette is super cute. So we're gonna get started. There is this color down here that's called Ponte Hyper. I love how all these names are actually Spanglish, like sayings that people say. In love with that. So we're gonna use that in a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH35 brush, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is a very short bristle, tightly packed type of brush, not super tight, but the bristles are short and it is pretty tight compared to your average blending brush. And I'll show you in comparison because I feel like sometimes I say stuff like that and you guys are like, what? So that's the example. We're gonna use that and we're gonna pack it into the brush. Like I like to build my color into the brush before anything else because I know that when I do go onto the lid, there's gonna be pigment. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the excess and I am just going to literally place this all over my crease. And I want to use patting motions at the beginning because I want to build up this color. Like this is going to be the main color in this look. Now here's the thing, if you're someone who has a hooded lid, I really advise you to do this process with your eye open, like I was just doing, holding the mirror down and really just packing this in above your lid, because if you stay too tight to the lid, when you open up your eyes, you're not going to be able to see absolutely anything because you're hooded. Now, if you notice, the color is intense. It is not blended out at all. It's patchy, and that's okay because we're getting ready to blend. So we're gonna move on to the next two colors, and we're gonna use Ay Que Cute and also Muy Excited. And these are the two colors right here next to each other down in the bottom. These two colors are orange. One is more of a neutral, the other has definitely some color, but we're gonna just go in between both and use very light pressure with this, guys. When you blend out your colors, you always want to remember to start a little lower than where you're trying to get the actual blow up blended color to land, and also very light pressure. To achieve light pressure, you're using the grip towards the back of the brush, and you're also twisting with the wrist. This is where we're gonna go back and forth between the two first colors that we use. So that Ponte Hyper, that very hot pink, I'm gonna go back up and build it right below that crease shade and onto the lid, because as we refer back to the other side, we still see a lot of that pink. In between applying blending shades, you guys know I always keep a nice clean blending brush. So what I'm gonna do is just use that to really smooth out these edges. When it gets closer to the brow, I don't really like to add more color because I want a gradient disappearance as we get to the brow. I don't really want a ton of color down there. I'm not that type of, like, if that's your vibe, absolutely 100%. I just don't like that look on my eyes personally. All right, guys, so let's work on some lid shades. So for the lid, we're taking this color here that's called Eres un Show, which is right up here. This is a very pretty, like, lilac shimmery shade, and a flat brush. And I'm going to just pack that into the very inner corner, not very inner corner, but like the inner corner lid. So this area right here. And I'm honestly going for a very smoky type of application, not necessarily anything that requires crease cutting or packing. So next step is that very inner corner highlight, and I'm actually using our face highlight for that today. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Bloom Time. So I'm gonna take that on a very concentrated, dense brush to pack on this color. And we're going to apply that to the inner corner and flick it up towards the brow. So pretty. Okay, so as you guys can see, this eye looking a little weird still, but the lash and the liner really dress it up. So to keep this look colorful without deepening it up too much, what I did for the liner is use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Demolition to very tightly line that top lash line. I put on some mascara, and I picked my Miami Lights, my Lily Lashes Miami Lights, to just keep it flirty and fluffy and wispy. So let me apply some mascara, liner, and lashes, and I will be back to start complexion with you guys. All right, guys, so do you see how different the eye look is with lashes and liner on? Now, I will say, if you want to go all out and do your winged liner, go ahead. I just want to keep this about color and fresh and light, and I just feel like summer is just more of this vibe for me. So let's talk about skin. So for skin, my skin is always prepped before I come on camera. I have my serums that I use, my day cream, and sunscreen. That is absolutely so important to me. My most shared concern at Sephora when it comes to sunscreen is you don't want flashback and you don't want to feel greasy. And I have to say that the Lancome Aqua Gel Defense 50 is my absolute favorite sunscreen, because it is not only a sunscreen, it's a moisturizer and primer all in one. I still prime, I still moisturize, but it's my favorite for makeup application for us makeup girls, you know? So let's prep the skin. For today, I wanted something that is summer appropriate, which means long lasting, transfer resistant, water resistant, maybe oil resistant, but I also like a very hydrated base when it comes to makeup like that. So for me, I'm gonna go in with these two guys in my outer perimeter. So I like to use a combination of primers, hydrating on the outside, mattifying, pore filling on the T-zone. So this is a Banana Bright Face Primer, which has vitamin C and banana powder to help kind of brighten and freshen up the skin. And then for more of a topical illusion of hydration is the MAC Strobe Cream. So what I'm gonna do is take a pump of one and a dollop of the other and just blend these two babies in to really give me the complexion of my dreams. Now, I'm combination skin, so if you are oily, you can absolutely skip this step. don't do any of this, but because I tend to be drier in these outer areas, I like to make sure my skin is prepared before going in with something that is long-lasting matte, which our foundation today is. Clients ask me all the time, what is the best foundation? I honestly don't know. It depends on your skin type, but it also depends on how you prep your skin and what all you do before putting on the foundation. So for my midsection, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I really like this as a drugstore option for pore filling, mattifying, blurring. It's really, really good. Good to go. Now let's talk about complexion. So for complexion today, we chose a foundation I haven't used in a long time, but I really, really like. This is the Too Faced Born This Way 24-hour undetectable super longwear foundation. So if you guys know, they have their original hyaluronic filled coconut water formula. This one is oil-free, oil-controlling, waterproof, transfer-resistant, aka your foundation for the summer, okay? I got this in the shade Natural Beige. I will say this might be a little too dark for me at the moment because we still have to get some sun, but who knows? Okay, so we are tanner than I thought. Go Jojo. So right away, medium buildable coverage. I love this foundation. And even though it is a matte and oil-free, it is not a thick, cakey formula. It is so good. Let's move on to our contouring. So for contouring today, I like to do cream and then I'll set it with powder. We are using our Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Mocha. And then in the cheekbone, on the cheekbone, you just want to blend this up towards the eyes. Don't worry about it getting gritty and muddy like up here. We have the concealer coming and that's gonna help us clean up. Awesome, so let's go into our concealer. And I'm using two different concealers today. I usually use two different concealers. One is gonna be my concealing shade slash color correcting tone, and then the other one's gonna be more of a brightening highlighting shade. So first, let's start with this guy. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have to say I really love this concealer. It is probably in my top favorites at Sephora because you could use it all over. You can use it to contour, you can use it to conceal, or by itself. It's just so good. So I'm gonna put this in the very inner corners of my eyes, and anywhere that I have redness, anywhere that I have a blemish that I wanna cover up or need further coverage, which for me personally is usually just the center of my face. Now this color will be very close to my foundation, if not maybe 1 or 2 shades up, just because again, I like to use it on days that I'm not wearing makeup. Okay, and so to highlight a little bit and lift the cheekbone as well as brighten up the inner corners, I'm gonna use a drugstore, very, very good drugstore concealer. This is the NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I have it in the shade Fair. Now this is way too light for me, and I know this, but I use it as a highlight, so I don't really want it to match. I want it to stand out just a little bit, so I'm gonna put it here. And then I also want to put it up here to lift the cheekbones up and clean stuff up. I'll put it there and we'll just blend out and see what happens. Typically I would put it in the forehead and the chin, but we might not need that today because the other concealer did well. Do you guys see what that added? Like the dimension that added? Yes. And we're preventing that like really bold white under eye, but yet we're lifting at the same time with this application of the technique. I'm ready, we're gonna set it. We're gonna use our One Size translucent powder to set. I have really been gravitating a lot towards this powder. It is no joke, it fills, it doesn't budge, even with like masks and retouching and forgetting you have makeup on and just grabbing at your face, it is so good. All right guys, I don't bake for too long, so just as quickly as I put this stuff on, I like dust it off, especially when it comes to any cleaning that I do underneath of the contour or any forehead, anything like that. What I will leave on for a little bit is gonna be the under eye stuff because we're gonna finish up our under eyes. For the under eyes, I'm gonna repeat the same steps. We'll start with a little hot pink action. We're gonna blend it out with the 2 oranges and apply some mascara. The one thing I am questioning is where I'm gonna place the purple. Like I might just mimic placement because we want it to be, you know, matchity in love. So I've already dusted off the under eye stuff. Let me just put a little bit of mascara. Actually, let me spritz my face before I put mascara on because I play myself all the time. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. setting spray to just melt all of the powders into the creams before we apply our blush and our highlight. Now the e.l.f. by far has to be my favorite long-lasting, transfer-proof, your makeup will not budge even if you put a mask on setting spray, and it's drugstore. So this will absolutely be on my vanity all summer. I recommend it if you're looking for something to help your routine be transfer proof. It is so good. The only thing I will say is it's pretty chunky applicator, sifter, filter, whatever you want to call it. So keep your sponge nearby because my last step to this is pushing everything into the skin with my sponge, and I'm trying to use a side that doesn't have product or powder on it. So pretty. Look at our skin though. Oh my word, blurred up. So we are going to apply, actually I don't think I want to put any more bronzer on. I think I'm good. We're gonna apply our blush and our highlight. So for highlight, I'm using the same one we've been using, the Bloom Time from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna take this on a nice brush and just apply this to the cheekbone. These are so good. If you guys have not tried Wet n Wild highlights, I don't know what you're waiting for. They're so good. And then for blush, just to keep the pinky, you know, peachy vibes going, I have this blush from MAC that's called Just a Pinch. It's a multi-dimensional, extra dimensional blush, and I'm obsessed. I got it a few summers ago. So I'm gonna use this with an angled brush and really pack it onto the brush and apply it to the tops of my cheeks. Love this. Okay, so what are we missing? I'm missing lips and I'm missing brows. So I like to do those off of camera and I will be right back. All right guys, so brows and lips are done. For brows, I have been loving my Anastasia Moment. So we are using the Brow Freeze as well as the brow pen. I use a medium brown in the brow pen and I love just how very light hair-like strokes that brush gives you. It's so perfect. And then for lips, I actually used a new lipstick and lip gloss from a recent gratis and haul video. If you haven't seen any of my gratises and hauls, I need you to watch them. I will post them up here above somewhere throughout the video. But for a lip, we use something different. I know, I told you guys I was gonna try. This is the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Blushing, which was the perfect deeper tone to this lip. So I have tried Dominique Cosmetics for the first time, and this is her Berries and Cream lip in creamy pink, which is exactly what it says. It's a very creamy, soft pink that I feel like could be worn by itself or with a colorful look like this. Even like a liner and a full lash, I'm here for it. And then for lip gloss, I've actually tried a lip plumper for the first time ever. Having fuller lips, I don't necessarily look for lip plumping, and I got this in my gratis. So this is a Too Faced lip injection in the Maximum Plump. I will say it is plumping. It is not as overwhelmingly of a sting as I thought it would be. And the color itself, this is like a pretty iridescent pink, just went with this perfectly. And when the light hits it, you see a little bit of purple, you see a little bit of blue. It's just a really, really, really pretty lip gloss. Plus, I can see the plump. Like, I have big lips, but this is definitely plumping. I love the combo overall. So that is it for today's look, guys. I hope that you liked it. Our complexion is so flawless, so blurred. I love the finish of the look, and then the eyes are just soft but colorful. Like, I could totally wear this out whether it's daytime or evening, and I don't feel like it'd be overwhelming. It's just the perfect summer look. So I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. We post videos every Wednesday, every Sunday. They're on content like this and all things beauty. So I will see you guys next time. Love you, bless you, bye.